This was a great year. I'm gonna reminisce on this year. Let's just riff real quick. Just riff. Well, how was the year for you? What's going on with this past year for you?
It's been a cool little year, I guess.
I just,
I wasn't prepared for this. Just
turned into Jokic at a pod all of a sudden. Yeah, it's cool. Come on, dog.
I mean it was a great year. I mean, but accomplished later on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be that guy. This year was okay. It was an okay year. Had its ups, had its downs. It was okay. I'm gonna be real. As the guy who, whenever I go on the Discord any given day, gotta debate myself on why I'm not the sole reason the Discord died. I don't know, man. I just there's the goods and the bad parts. Man, they won't stop. It's random. I'm not gonna say it's every time. It's random, but every once in a while, just man, I remember when the Discord wasn't like this. It's getting back to where it used to be. Damo, like, all right.
Well, I say Discord ain't even dead no more. That's cap now.
And and every time I get a chance, hey man, I remember when Discord was dead. Thanks to somebody want to be jealous. Like, all right, okay, all right, my bad. But this year was cool, man. Met a lot of great people. Of course, the meetup was the highlight of the year for me personally.
Hey,
the meetup, meeting the community, hooping with everybody, having a little set. The LKIB hoop session and shit like that. That was the highlight of the year for me personally. Outside of the personal family shit.
Oh, okay. Let me talk about the personal family shit. My nigga, get out.
I want to tune on. I take pride in. Whoa! Please don't tell me to toot it ever again. It's crazy. Man. I just take pride in being able to provide for my family type shit. By follow my passion, my dream, as type of things, turning my words into manifesting, an area for my child, everything like that, things like that. I take the small things. I get content real easy, I envisioned this, over 10 years ago, and to be able to actually fulfill it and do it and go around my hometown and every now and then motherfuckers, oh, you that nigga that do that YouTube shit, right? That's a great feeling. It's dope.
Yeah, you need to let your nuts hang more, man. You're getting there, man. You've been wearing your shades for the last couple weeks. I've been seeing it.
Got the chain.
Been wearing the chain a lot recently, man. I'm big. Yeah, the energy you have on the your personal streams. Need that more, man. Yeah.
Damn, they did. Damn, I think I've heard that before. Have I heard that before? I think I've heard that before.
That's actually crazy.
Damn.
Man. Hey, I don't know who that guy is on those streams. That guy, I can't be
different
that guy.
character.
That's a different character, different persona type shit. I can't be that guy 24/7. Y'all would hate me.
Nah, not the one that averages 130.
I'm saying
You stream
It was like
Come on, man.
like 260 at peak.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah,
The last one.
That's nothing. Yeah, that last one. I did.
Last one he was at like 260. He ended he ended on like after some court thing. He was racking.
Yeah, after the little court debate thing, it was like 80, 90.
Damo peak views. Damo got all this watch right now. Yeah. Damo getting views now.
He just learned.
I'm not in y'all big bag.
I didn't say big bag.
But that's because you refuse to make niggas UFC.
But he needs to go live though.
I don't refuse to make it. I am procrastinating going through that whole process. That's a long ass process. I'm getting to it though. Next stream.
It's a long bag stage guy.
Hey, Saturday I'm
it's a long bag he has, bro. He's gonna, bro. 2024 is gonna be the year to Benji, bro. With that damn 2K league.
Raise your hand if you got Gucci shoes.
Now I'll say this.
Thank you, bro.
I'm gonna say this. Let's not act like both of y'all didn't put Rolexes in the group chat. So I won't. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
That was a Christmas gift. It was a bust down rolling.
This is crazy. I think this year was. I think progressively we and individually get better as the years go on. So if we're talking about ranking years, I think this year has been the best year. And I think next year will be an even better year. And I'm gonna put that in the air. And I think there's a lot of expectations, or that's a lot to live up to, because we got a lot done this year as a group and individually. A lot was done, so many changes from the beginning of the year where we were making $0, like, and that was like an unforeseen, didn't have that shit figured out and had to, fix it on the fly. I appreciate everybody for being there, being patient, the due diligence we had to the end of the year where, people are making 6 figures in a month on one stream. SNS, like, shit's crazy. I think that's like, I think that's big to go from where we were. Personally transition from degree to job to apartment to house. Now I did say fuck the physical health, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But consistency on the channel, like everything has been really, really good this year. And next year, I'm not gonna lie, it can only go up from here. Truly, it can
I think personally, recapping what 2022 was, I think for Let's Keep It a Buck, in my opinion, it was a better year. But this year is like an alley to a oop. I think we set a lot of things up this year that we can capitalize on next year, and I'm really, really excited for next.
Why do you think last year was better?
Yeah,
last year was the blow up. This year it was the maintaining. And then last year, like just I think the community last year was more vibrant. It was more active, on Twitter Spaces, on Discord, and things of that nature. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, to not even necessarily to combat what you just said, but yeah, for me personally, 2022 last year I lied. 2022 was awful for me. For me personally, 2022 was awful. Off camera, my God. On camera, man, on here especially, I was cooked. So I was not a fan of 2022. Heavily disagree, and but even on some non-selfish shit, my main reason why I think the pod in 2023 was very impressive is because it had at the tail end of 2022, it had a dark age of doubt on it because obviously the whole 200K shit was going on, and technically we're still at like 208, but we had all of that, and then we even had a stream that we admit we fucked up, just being 1-to-1 with the community and having that basically a pod meeting online. And I think it's much more impressive to essentially revive a dead Discord, completely go like find a perfect lane for the podcast, and now look like we are gonna have a fantastic 2024. I think that's more impressive. But that's just debating semantics. You could easily argue the blow up. But for me personally, 2023 was fan-fucking-tastic since 2021. Every other year has been awful and then great. So prayers for 2024 to break the curse. But 2021 for me, unironically, was about coming onto the scene with the basketball content, meeting creators and shit like that. However, 2022 had me feeling like even a little bit of doubt because it felt like I was the common denominator, whether it was issues on SNS, my own channel, or the podcast. It's like, hey man, it's you, bro. Like at the end of the day, it's you. And 2023, whether maybe I'm still a curse on this YouTube shit, but 2023 was a blessing in disguise for just relieving a lot of doubt that I had in myself and a lot of growth offline, definitely for sure. Long story short, because I really don't want to bring this shit to the pod ever, no disrespect. But 2022 wasn't the best year of my family. In 2023, I have a lot of people back in my life, and I have a lot of good shit going on. So it's been a fantastic 2023 without a shadow of a doubt. It's a year I'll never forget, truthfully.
One favorite moment. Just one favorite moment from the year this past year.
From the pod or in general?
Do the pod and in general. One favorite moment. I'll say mine from the pod, probably from like a on-screen, from a business perspective. I'm looking at the numbers right now. I'm looking at the things that we have set up right now. Getting back into having like concrete systems, like having a system of people, I guess, just workers or whatever, being able to employ people, and being able to, continue to provide as much content possible. I see some of the clips today, and I see some of the people talking about why are we re-uploading clips or whatever the case may be, but the community enjoys it. I think it's a good thing for those that are coming along, the newer people, to experience our older takes. And I'm thankful for, you know, the Marks of the world, the Tings of the world, the Cruises, the Rez, I'm gonna forget somebody's name. Don't be mad. Larry's, Dre, Phobia. I'm appreciative of all the people that we have on the team that make that possible. And I think this year's team, not saying that last year's team was terrible, but this year's team is great. On camera, obviously, in person is like up there. In person is just, it's up there. There's no way you could replicate the in-person thing. I think it was a great test to see, like, this is what it would look like. But I literally cannot beat the in-person. There's no way that I could beat that based off of anything we did in camera, in person. And then I really don't think I have one thing for just in general for life or whatever. In totality, just the way that 2023 finishing, I guess, a computer science degree is amazing, but everything after that is just huge for so many reasons. So, hey.
I would say for me, biggest moment in general or in personal life would be, it's like for me personally, it's between like seeing my daughter run around a new spot when we first got it and like how happy she was. She had her own room and shit like that. That was a good feeling. And then my family seeing my place for the first time and like, everyone eyebrows raising a little bit that the place is what it is. That and a mix of my mom's reaction when I gave her birthday and Christmas money this year compared to other years. Like other years, small little gifts or things from the heart. It came from the heart. It's the thought that counts type shit. But now, like actually able to really get her gifts or give her something that I typically don't, and seeing her reaction on it, that was like heartwarming of like all the work that went in and an accumulation, everything for this year. And then for the pod or, business wise, one of them happened like today, but realizing that people that I'm a fan of or I fuck with either fuck with us or know about us, heard of us, fuck with us type shit. So like when Souls was like, yo, y'all know who Scory is? Yeah, apparently he watches the pod. I'm like, get the girls love Rod Wave, girls love the pod. Dang, wait, Scory fuck with us. What? Niggas like, who the fuck is Scory? I'm like, no, Scory fuck with us. Hey, that's crazy.
That happened today too, right? When we
JD, I look at the thing and no one's reacted. Omar put the clip. JD fuck with us. I'm like, JD fuck with us. I'm a van on Screwgrab. Basically, I do work is good friends with JD. I love Friday. John Witherspoon, I love Boondocks. John Witherspoon is amazing. JD is John Witherspoon's son. I had no idea I was on the radar of somebody like that. So to hear him say like, oh, yeah, he fuck with us. I heard him talking about bullshit, and it was hilarious. Just that. I'm like, yo, I love my fucking job. This is crazy. So those would be the things.
For me, biggest moment, that whole Philippines trip, I'll never forget. First time being back there since 2009 for 2 weeks. I think that's the biggest content break I've ever had too. And shout out to y'all for holding it down for those couple of weeks. Shout out to Wig Nation for the 5 gifted, and Hey the Ant for the 5 gifted as well.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And getting engaged while I was down there, man. I was big locking that in. You know what I'm saying? Big moment, having that moment in front of my family that I haven't seen since 2009. Having everyone together in one place, beautiful scenery. That was a big moment. Then for the pod, outside of DreamCon, because I feel like that's a cop-out answer at this point. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it was only a couple weeks ago, but Roy Hibbert coming on, bucket list shit, bro. Ever since I started this shit and like really dove into the NBA shit, like one of my bucket list items was interviewing an NBA player. And shout out to Semi Ojeleye, because I did interview him for 30 seconds. But there's a difference between a 30-second interview with Semi Ojeleye going into the pregame of a game, and what we had with Roy Hibbert, a full-ass podcast with him. So that was like, oh my God. Like that was such not a we made it moment, but if anything, like it opened my eyes to, okay, this is just the start. Like there is something here. There is potential. There is a lane. There is an avenue that Let's Keep It a Buck can go to. And we just haven't really tapped into it. And I feel like that was one of those things that I was talking about earlier. Like that's one of those alley-oop plays from this year that we can build on next year, and things of that nature.
Well, the biggest moment might be the Celtics losing, because I ain't gonna lie, what the fuck going on in Boston? But like, no, all shit aside, biggest moment in real life. I mean, again, I can't get too detailed, but long story short, I mean, me and my mama crying the good way, man. That's like one of the things that just don't ever get old. Seeing that was obviously crazy. I did like hearing I'm proud of you and shit to the point where your mom's in tears. That shit's just always nice. In terms of on air, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta include something from the TSO verse because it just mattered that much. The first time we hit 100 subs in the stream was crazy because it was just a moment that derailed from a dude came in, he wanted to talk basketball or something, and I was like, I'm playing Pokemon. What the fuck? Navashi with the 30.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I was about to say,
minute.
what the fuck?
First of all, shout out to E3 for the 5 gifted. Shout out to E3 for the 5 gifted. And Novashi is closing out the year with 34 subs.
That's a
And
band.
now we're ending the year
That's
with
a band.
1,000 fucking subs.
That's a band. That's a band. That's a band right there.
Hey, big Novashi, nigga. What the?
Yeah,
oh my
that's
god.
That's the band right there. The Novashi nigga, he's good at the game. What was I saying? Oh yeah,
Mr. 1000.
But speaking of that, yeah, the idea that
He did it.
because the community at that point, like after like going on the nigga, I told him not to go on the nigga. We hit 100, and that was the first time I really seen a milestone like that. And then from there, we just kept hitting milestones. So that was great to see. In terms of the podcast, and E3 with another 5.
E3 with another 5 gifted, man.
E3's acting a fucking fool right now.
Shout out to Novashi again, because that I need to shout that
Yeah.
out again. 34 is crazy.
Tight.
I'm gonna
Shit.
say on the pod. Ooh. Really, this is Mick. Soul stole mine, so this is kind of Mick. All the collabs with the YouTubers, though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Getting in tune with the community, the WO community, matters a lot. I've even translated that to I'm trying to form like not the Avengers because that's what the pod is capable of, but maybe like the Teen Titans over there. I'm gonna have me a bunch of the underrated creators on. I'm gonna make that a tradition to bring them along as well. So I'd probably say it's a Mick pick. I'm not trying to be PC with it, but I literally don't have anything else. My answer is technically Roy Hibbert. It's a bucket list, but just getting collabs with every creator out there for sure.
Shouts out to all the creators that popped on. Whether you had a good time, you had a bad time, whether we had a good time, we had a bad time, I appreciate all of y'all. Definitely shouts out to all the sponsors, all the sponsors that sponsored us throughout the years. Sometimes we sit, we're always looking so far ahead that we can't appreciate what was behind us. And boy, oh boy, this was a bigger year because of those things. And the community even as well. Because again, like I said, sometimes we like to look back at the community and, reminisce on the past or whatever the case may be. But there are so many key and pivotal new faces. I was talking to B-Souls earlier. There are some people that, we lost some people along the way. They got jobs. They got other obligations. They may have even found another YouTuber. Fuck it. It is what it is. There are so many new people and new names and new faces.
Correct.
Like that not only support us financially, because that's great. That's fantastic. All that stuff like that. Shouts out to Ice Bro 12.
Yeah, I like Ice Bro.
Shouts out to Ice Bro 12.
Shout out to Tuka as well.
Yeah, shouts out to Tuka as well. Like those new names are great from the financial aspect, but seeing that you are a part of the community, some of us have been up I woke up to Sage today, but like some of us were up at 4, 5, because I think we went to bed at like 5.
Right.
Some of them been up late as hell, and I'm not gonna lie, some of y'all be rocking with us late as hell.
Hey, the troopers at the end of my 13-hour stream yesterday. Shout out to Persian. Who else was in there? I think Tiny Moses was in there. Rome was in there. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like this was after peak hours, so I was having like 50 in there, 40. And we was holding down the 2000s hits, Fufu, man. I ain't gonna lie. Sage set the goal with now mind you, I was having like 40, 50 at this time. Hey, man, 120 subs. We'll do SNS night too.
Type
And they got to it, man. That's just crazy.
Yeah, didn't
So,
it call me later here? I'm like, damn, what the
Oh no, hold on. We gotta investigate this because when I talked to Sage that same night, he said that was your idea, B Souls. Which one is it?
what?
He said it was your idea to sub incentivize it. Sage said, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'll do it
And,
right now.
and then he gave me
Yeah.
the number. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was
I'm
your idea.
not
Okay,
lying,
okay,
bro.
okay.
I do a lot of things. You can call me a scammer. My word is law, nigga. I don't lie, bro. I don't lie.
But yeah, I really appreciate just the way that the new participants have also allowed us to be ourselves. I talked about that with B Souls earlier today. Like, you know, we don't talk about wrestling. We don't talk about anime on here. Tuka's going crazy giving to people. And these are some names that I've seen that don't have subs. Y'all are going crazy giving them subs. There are people that there are conversations that we just don't have on here. Like, we've had these conversations. We won't talk about WWE on here. We won't talk about anime on here. It's great to know that Sage has a place where he can talk about WWE on here. To know that he can talk about anime when he wants to talk about anime. To know that he can play Pokemon and his crew will just rock with it.
That should be crazy.
It's crazy.
Some of them niggas be like, what the fuck is the fuck we ball? I've seen that message a lot. Those chats, look, obviously we turn up over gifteds because that's literal financial support. That's something they don't have to do. But chatters, let me be very clear. You don't have to send a dime, dog. When I see niggas, when niggas send I don't know what the fuck this wrestling shit is, but we gonna vibe out and find out. That matters, bro.
That matters to me too.
Bro.
Cause I'm very conscious of that, yo. I know y'all like basketballs. Can I talk about this other thing with y'all? Yeah, no, y'all. You can talk about whatever you want, man. We here for it. Now the numbers don't reflect it, but you know the people who do stay, like I appreciate that, man. You know, go down from 90 to 60, but to the 60, glass half full type shit. Yeah.
Hey, 100%. I don't know. But I don't want to drag it on anymore. Shouts out to GSW4L. That's one of the guys right there. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm thankful for the year, and I'm thankful for what's to come.